All right, so we're FightFan.com Canada here with Freddie Roach at the Wildcard Gym. Freddie, thanks for having us. Appreciate it. We want to start by asking you about the Clottey fight that's coming up. Training has gotten underway. How's everything looking so far? It's pretty early, but
he looked really good. I was really surprised. We're starting to apply the game plan already, and I was very happy with his performance yesterday.
He stays in pretty good shape between the fights too, I imagine. You don't have to keep on him about that?
No, he plays basketball every day of his life. His favorite sport. So he plays basketball, runs the court. He came into New York last week for the press conference at 148 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Everything's right there.
Right. So for the last fight, obviously you were pleased with the performance for the most part, other than a couple spots where he was maybe laying on the ropes a bit too much for your liking?
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, he was here for a reason. And if he's just being lazy, then I have a problem with it. But when he has a reason, it's okay.
He said he wanted to just check it out, test his power. Is that what he was? Yeah.
I told him that's a good idea, but
rolling the dice a little bit.
That's Manny Pacquiao.
It seemed to work out. Did you see him? Did you see the fight going that way? I remember you mentioned if it wasn't early, it would be late like that. So was there any surprises in the way it played out?
No.
No.
Just, by the fourth round, I think it was over, and he was just in survival mode from that point on, which kind of happened in the Margarita fight also. You can see a little bit that, you know, once you get stopped like you did with Margarita, that can haunt you for the rest of your life, you know. So I think, you know, he's taking a similar type of beating with Pacquiao, and maybe reminded him of that night. So I think his corner should have protected him a little bit more, and I would have called the fight after 7 or 8. But nothing was going to change, you know.
What did you think in terms of the punishment that Manny took? He took a little bit of punches. The ear was a little. Is this a quick turnaround for your liking with the March 13th, or
no,
you think he's okay?
When he's active, I like it much better because his downtime is bad for fighters. So when he's active, it's great, and you know he's already in pretty good shape because he's just coming off the last fight. So it's actually a positive for us.
Now, tell us a little bit about your thoughts on Joshua Clottey. Is it a dangerous fight in your opinion in some aspects?
It's dangerous. He's very strong. You know, he's got a good chin. He's a durable guy. He comes forward sometimes, and sometimes he'll go to the ropes. And I haven't figured out if he's just being lazy and resting, or he's just trying to get you to punch yourself out. But if he lays in the ropes and has that passive defense with us, I'm gonna kill him.
But definitely he's a strong, solid top welterweight, and going right from the Cotto fight to the Clottey fight is
I mean, you know, we have to fight challenges out there. You know, since Mayweather didn't happen, you know, we couldn't pick Paulie Malignaggi, you know, a little stiff.
Or a junior welterweight, or
you know, those little guys who get big mouths, but you know, but can't fight. But you know, the thing is, we had to fight a quality opponent.
And Clottey's a pretty strong guy. Like, he comes forward, he's always taken a good shot at. He's never been stopped.
No.
You guys anticipate you'll be able to break him and hurt him?
If that comes, it'll be a bonus. I'm not looking for a knockout. I'm looking for a 12-round decision right now. But maybe, well, the body attack will be early, and you know, people with good chins don't always take it to the body that well. So
right.
We're gonna try a few things.
Do you think the style makes for an exciting fight between the two of them? I know he does like to come forward for the most part.
Just like Cotto fight. It's gonna be really exciting. For the first half of the fight, it's gonna be really hard for both guys. So I think we'll take over in the middle and late rounds.
He does seem to have good defense, but he also seems to have a habit of taking punches to land his. Is that not a good idea for him?
I don't think he has good defense. It's passive.
Yeah.
It's way too passive. That works well in the amateurs, and his guys can't score points. But there's no counter punch off that passive defense.
Right.
So he waits for you to finish your combination, and then he throws, which is a mistake because for him to be effective, he has to catch us while we're engaging also to land that power shot. But it seems like he doesn't do that a lot. He kind of just will wait you out and try to get you punch yourself out and get tired. But Pacquiao, he doesn't get tired.
What are your thoughts on how hard Manny's punching at welterweight now? Like in the last year or so, you catch the punches for him all the time. See,
punching really fucking hard. Yeah. I mean, you know, I wear that bodysuit. That thing don't help that much.
Really?
He kills me.
Yeah.
He's punching really well. I mean, he's always had that speed and that explosion on it. But the weight just makes it a little more denser than before. So he's he's not blown up. He's a 47-pounder now.
In terms of the game plan, I don't want you guys to give anything away necessarily, but is it, you said you'd like to see him set it up as opposed for looking to get him out of there and take it if it comes?
Yeah, I mean, if you look for it, it'll never come anyway. So, I mean, we never really go in there looking for it. But if it happens, it happens. But, with Clottey, again, he has a good chin and so forth, but nobody's really tested his body as much as we will.
Right.
So if we have success with it, maybe we'll get him out in the late rounds.
What were your thoughts of Cowboy Stadium when you were there and the fight taking place there?
Wow.
You think it's good for boxing?
Yep.
Yeah?
Great.
And were you impressed with the place? Or?
Great venue.
Yeah?
I told Jerry Jones you had a lot of balls built in this place.
Yeah.
He says, what do you mean? I said, yeah, how are you going to pay for it? But he said, I'm going to bring the blood. He said, I'm going to bring the best athletes in the world, like Manny Pacquiao in the Super Bowl next year. Then he says, get you two playing there. Top of the line stuff only. So,
Right.
So it's a tremendous stadium.
And the ticket sales are supposed to be going really well already.
I heard that, yeah. So, I bought a few.
You think the pay-per-view is going to do well? Is that something that they're...
I think that Manny has his own audience in pay-per-view now, so I mean it's not gonna be a Mayweather type pay-per-view, but it'll be there.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. I appreciate the time as always, Freddie, and best of luck in the lead up to the fight and the fight itself.
Thanks.